Jacinta Mumbidegwa, 70 years of age and 50 years of marriage.
Is Francis Degwa, married to Jacinta Mumbidegwa, and I'm now 75 years.
It was a time of giving thanks. For one, to make us be alive, to see our children, and to see our children's children and the great child. So to me, it was a thanksgiving day to give thanks to God and to show our children, the one who are married outside and the one who are married in our family, to show that marriage is workable. So that was my main thing. Actually, to show the young ones that you can keep marriage. Even the church, because I have served this church for 16 years, to show even the young ones that you can keep a home for that long. Not because day by day things are good. And to thank God for giving me good health, my partner good health, and all our children are there. So it was a very great day for us.
I was in the college in the Kenya Railways as a student, and she was a teacher and a Muru. And I happened to walk with his cousin. So I found this lady look like a good lady. So then when I completed my course, I asked her whether she can join me, and she agreed. And when I completed my 5 years training, then I thought of marriage immediately after completing my college.
You know, long ago, it's not like today's love. When somebody comes and approaches you and he was from far, not from our village, you have to think it twice. Is he really genuine of what he is saying, or is he just passing by? So after some times, I say as he was genuine, and I decided to say yes, we can be good friends. And after being good friends, then we become lovers, and then we married.
I had to get some gentleman of my age to go to see her parents.
Well, it was not easy because I was the firstborn, and I was very close to my dad. So when I approached my mom to tell my dad that I'm getting married, it was like I was talking to a stone. But later on, they agreed, and I requested them that I'm going to take my friend there, and then they agreed. But unfortunately, as Mr. Francis is saying, we took very much time on the road because the road was not that good. And after 2 kilometers, we have to stop and put some water in the engine. So the vehicle was extremely old. So we had to take too much time on the road. But nevertheless, after we reached there, we ate, and then they started talking to my parents. I was approaching 20. Well, as you complete school, it was good to go. Yeah, not too early and not too late.
Dowry, actually, we had to contribute to my friends. Give what you have, and what I have, we put in it about 100 shillings. Because by that time, 5 shillings was a note. And having 100 shillings is a lot of money by that time. It was 100 shillings, 5. And counting was also taking time. You can imagine 5 shillings note, counting, the Mzee could have seen there's a lot of money. Yes. 1965.
65 for the December.
But that day was a good day. I was helped by my friend. He was a EO in Nyahururu. He gave us his vehicle to carry our wedding. Actually, what they do was they have to go. You have to go with the pombe, not Tuscan or whatever. You have to brew this ordinary beer. Although my father-in-law was not taking, but his clan were taking. They said, you come with the beer, three kibuyos, a big one, with your car, and then you take the girl to the place where kibuyu was. And then the pombe will remain there, and they come to the wedding. Then I had to hire a bus to carry my in-laws to come to Nyahururu, where the wedding took place, in a Catholic church. And we did the wedding. And from that time, actually at that time, there were no people who are taking the photos, only very few. The camera where you look down, you see whether people are properly. So we had to go up to Nakuru for a photo. So
the journey from Nyahururu to Nakuru, it was very exhausting because it is the same way, the road was not good. But we had to go there and get a photo that will be put on the wall. And even now I cannot tell you where the photo is.
Whoever see it, take it.
Yeah, but nevertheless, the day was good. In their village, that was the first wedding. There was no other wedding which was done before. So the villagers was very, very, very excited. We could not even cut the cake until after 7 because they wanted to sing, dance, do whatever they think they could do. And then later we cut the cake. And we stayed there for a week. And then we came to Nairobi. And since there, we are Nairobi dwellers. When we came to Nairobi, he told me, if we keep on working, both of us, we shall live forever where we are. It is good for you to stop working and you join business. And it was on agreement. It was a very hard job, a very extremely hard to join business. You start carrying things on your head, which you were not used to. As in the Uhuru Market for a few years, and then we moved to town. And from there I have been doing business, and he was employed until 1994. Then he came and joined me in business. If you like something, and if you agree something, you don't find it hard. Only if you are forced to leave and you go to join another line of work, you will find it hard. But this was an agreement that if we work together, we shall not move a step. But if one stop working as an employed and join business, we shall see an improvement. So I decided to leave. And I became a juakari like any other women who was in the juakari by that time. And I was happy about it. Although it was very challenging because it was very hard, carrying heavy loads. At that time, it is the time that I was getting my children, so it was not easy. So it's only the time that I was expecting because my children is one after the other. And at that time I was in business. So it was a bit challenging because you wanted to look after the kids, and again you wanted to make a business a successful business. But nevertheless, we made it through. In fact, we were very down. You could see, even you could not. One day, I saw I have 4,000, but it was not mine. And I looked at it and I asked God, will I one day have 4,000? Being mine, not somebody else. But I always repent because God made it possible. And when I was asking that, it was not that before we did not have anything. Before we have too much, which we even made us to buy this land. And built the house, although the house was not finished. But then we went down with one reason or the other. But we did not separate because of the problem. We just hold each other because we know where the problem was. And we succeeded. We came back to life.
We brought it back through borrowing, and we made it. From there, we continued up to now.
I have blessed with the 6 girls and 1 boy. They have all children. I am a great ma. I have 1 great child. I am happy about it, and I feel blessed. So when I see my great grandson, I am proud of him. Pray God that if I can get to see more grandchildren, more great grandchildren.
I'm very happy because I've seen my great children, and we are together with them. They are not far from me.
It is good, at least, to have that patient heart. Be patient to one another. And because many marriages are broken because of the money, know how to handle those issues. Issues that you can talk in front of your children, and things that you are not supposed to talk when your children's there. So, to my conclusion, marriage is an institution where you can enjoy to be, if at all you have the heart to forgive, if you have the heart to talk when it is necessary to talk, because we women, we talk even when it is not necessary to talk. We kusanya our luggages, we go back to our parent. If your home was good when you were living, why did you leave? If your husband does not give you money, don't go talk about the money in front of your children. Because even if you talk, you will only damage your partner's name. Because the children will not give you money. But it doesn't mean that you cannot talk to somebody who can solve your problem. Not the person who can tell you, if it was me, that thing would not happen to me. Because if you have those kind of friends, you will not keep the family. So there are many things. You are the security of your partner on your side, and the side of the man, he is the security of you when it comes to the family stock.
When you get married, you have to stick where you are and see that you don't keep on blaming each other, because all the blames are there, but don't shout or don't bring it out to everybody. Try to solve within your house. And have kept it, with your mother all those time. It doesn't mean that we have not been quarreling or whatever, but to try to minimize, not to make it open to everybody. Or you call the people to advise you. Some people, they come to enjoy you. When we are telling them your problem, they come to enjoy. So try to compromise, both of you, so as you can solve it before you tell the other people. Because I know some people, when you tell them your problem, they are happy. They are happy to hear that you are not staying well. Try to avoid to tell your problem outsiders. That's what I can say.
Problem is not permanent, and tomorrow is coming. Today you might be poor, but tomorrow you might be somebody else. I know there was a time we could not even buy a cup of tea to somebody, but now we can afford. And we did not separate because we did not have. We just stick together and we made it through. Today you can have, and tomorrow you can be somebody who is very poor. But with God's mercy, if you join hands and you work together, God will see you and He will revive you. So don't give up in life, even if Kikuyuni tunasema gutereda tikogwa. You can sleep, but you don't fall. So it is good, even if times come, and you see, if you ask your partner that you want this, you want that, and you for sure you know you don't have. Try to calm down and know the time is coming. So there is tomorrow.